The recursive rule is next equals now times 1.05, and the start is 2,000 students. The explicit rule is y equals a1 times b to the x. And when you plug it in, it's y equals 2,000 times 1.05 to the x.
The recursive rule is next equals now times 1.05 because you're adding the 5% each year, and then you want to keep the 100% of the original number of students, which is 2,000. And then the explicit rule is y equals a1 times b to the x. So the a1 is the start, so we put in 2,000 students times 1.05, which is the rate of increase. And then to the fifth because we're trying to count for 5 years.
Okay, for the second part, we're trying to find out how many years for 5,000 students. So you have to put 5,000 for the y, and then you just have to plug in numbers to figure it out, and we got 19 years.
And here we have our graph and our chart.
The bear population has been decreasing since 2008. The population has been decreasing by 60 bears per year. The initial number of bears was 8,020 bears. How many bears will there be in 2016? When will there be 7,420 bears? The recursive rule is next equals now minus 60. The start is 8,020 bears. The explicit rule is y equals mx plus b, y equals negative 60x plus 8,020.
For our recursive rule, we got next equals now minus 60 because you're decreasing by 60 bears, and the start was 8,020. With the explicit rule, we got y equals mx plus b, which, if when you plug it in, is y equals 60x plus 8,020 because you're increasing by 60 bears, and you're adding the 8,020 that you said.
Okay, and to figure out how many years it has been when there are 7,420 students, you have to plug in 7,420 for the y, and then you have to solve for it. So you subtract 8,020 bears from each side, and you get negative 600 equals negative 60x, and then you have to divide by negative 60 to get x equals 10 years.
And then we have y equals negative 60x plus 8,020 because, well, now we plugged in 8 because that's how many years it's been. And then we got 7,540 bears.
Okay, and for our last problem, cars decrease in value over time. A used car was purchased for $12,429 this year. Each year, the car's value decreases by 9.5%. How much will the car be worth in 8 years? When will the car be worth $7,545 and 34 cents? Okay, so the recursive rule is next equals now times 0.905. Start 12,429. The explicit rule is y equals a1 times b to the x. Y equals 12,429 times 0.0905 to the x.
For the recursive rule, next equals now times 0.905 is decreasing because it's a 0 for the whole number, and the start was 12,429. For our explicit rule, the start was 12,429 times the 0.905 to the 8th power because we want to know in 8 years, which is 5,592 and 74 cents.
Okay, and for the second part, we're trying to figure out what the car, how many years the car would be at 7,545 and 34 cents. So you have to put that as the y, and then you have to just plug in numbers to figure out, and we got 5 years. Thank you for watching our video.